Do you ever wonder about brains? If you do, that's pretty cool because if you think about it, it's your brain wondering about itself. If you think about it for too long, it gets weird. So there's a new movie coming out called Lucy, and if you've seen the trailer, you'd probably agree that it looks pretty cool. But if you've got a keen eye for this sort of thing, something about the trailer should bother you. Now's a good time to bring up the 10% myth. The 10% myth has been around for a long time. The myth states that humans only use 10% of their brain power. So there are a lot of things wrong with that. How do you measure how much of your brain to use? Is it by the mass of your brain, the volume of your brain, the number of synapses? How do you count? All interesting questions, but the answers are more complicated than just knowing 10%. It turns out functions of the human body and physiology are linked to regions in the brain, and we know that all regions of the brain are used, so this 10% thing is just wrong. Part of today's misconceptions about brains and science in general is the media and Hollywood propagating myths like these, so that's what really bothers me about the movie Lucy. I'm still gonna go see the movie, it looks pretty cool. There's another new movie about brains called Transcendence, starring Johnny Depp. On face value, it also looks kind of crazy because the basic concept is his consciousness is put into a computer somehow, and it's crazy. So you're probably thinking, that's crazy, that's never gonna happen, right? Well, not so fast. So computers are made up of logic gates. There are AND gates, OR gates, and NOT gates. And if you know anything about logic, you probably know what these are, and if you don't, I'll include a link in the description. So these three gates are the only things in your computers and your phones and all your electronic devices that let them work in different combinations, and it's pretty cool. The really cool part is your neurons in your brain function like these logic gates. Based on signals that are either present or not present, similar to binary in computer language, your brain will do different things, and these cells will signal in different ways, like a computer. So the brain can be thought of as the most complex computer in existence, which is pretty cool because that implies that one day the movie Transcendence will be possible. And that may not be as far away as people think. So if you're as easily annoyed about scientific accuracy as I can sometimes be, I would suggest staying away from Lucy, but it looks like it's going to be a good movie. I can forgive Morgan Freeman for portraying a neurologist who doesn't know what he's talking about. As an added bonus, if you're interested in brains and learning more about brains, a really cool way to do that is with this book that I recently bought and read, Neurocomic. It's a comic book style instructional novel about brains and how they work and neurons and cool stuff like that. If you're interested in that, I'll also put a link in the description. Thank you guys for listening to me talk about brains. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll put links to my Twitter and my Tumblr also in the description so you can contact me if you'd like. Thanks.